When that can be fun at times, serious. Okay, when you don't want to be alone, right? They're your friends, right?
Welcome to Access Granted.
Hi everybody, welcome to show number 7, lucky number 7. I can't believe we've lasted this long. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm so excited to be here with you. We're going to talk about an incredible program, Girls on the Run. I was so excited to go to Grant Middle School and meet some amazing young girls who are involved in this program that probably most of you haven't even heard about it. I'm excited to talk about that. But before we do that, I just want to recap the gala. It was April 29th, our 24th gala. We had 700 plus people. We raised a net amount of over $500,000, which is incredible. The net is after all the expenses. So all that money is going to go right back out into this community to help incredible programs like Girls on the Run. We have some pictures just to highlight the night, I think, coming up here. The dress, again, made by an SU student, Zoe, who was just incredible. We had the team there, all in custom suits by the Mr. Shop. They felt and looked so handsome, and I know Jim enjoyed being with and seeing all of them. Munir and Jesse, Benny. That was at the Turquoise Tiger. We have a VIP reception there. The lining of the suits at Mr. Shop, all the players picked family photos. I know those suits are treasures for them. It's so generous of the Mr. Shop. But it was a great night. I had Ryan Blackwell help me get some guys together, former players. We had about 15 former players that are all Central New York guys now. There's Jim's daughter and sister, Elizabeth and Barbara. Oh, Ashley and Pete Corsiniti. These are such great pictures. The Ingrams, Evelyn and Chino. So we had about 15 former players surprise Jim as a celebration of his retirement. It was just a great night. We can't thank all of you for making it such a success. And Turning Stone and Printing and Promotional Solutions, everybody, all of the sponsors, just an amazing collaborative. And again, we're just a small piece of that. So thank you all. We're gearing up for the 25th. That's our goal, to have 25. We really need to have 25, don't you think? And then we'll see after that, but we're counting on the 25th. Comments. Oh, aren't they, Joy? That they were just, I think even Mr. Shop was touched that they all chose family photos. You can pick anything you want for the lining, and they all chose that. So it really makes the suit extra special and personal. So I mentioned Girls on the Run. It's an amazing program. It's actually an international program, a nonprofit that offers, I'm going to read this, programs to strengthen 3rd to 8th grade girls' social, emotional, physical, and behavioral skills. That's a lot, and our kids are in need in every category. Most of us are. But here to talk more specifically about this is the program director for Upstate New York, the one and only Andrea Autry. Andrea, yay! course, has to be here.
Yep, Bean is
front
here.
and center. You know, I've heard you talk about Girls on the Run, you know, over the years. You've been with them for 3 years?
3 years, yep.
Yeah, and I know I haven't really fully understood all of it until now, delving into it, actually going to one of the practices. But it's incredible. It is incredible.
It's a great program.
So you're the program director of how many do you call it chapters, or what do we call this?
So Girls on the Run Upstate New York is considered a council. So we're one of 200 councils under the umbrella of Girls on the Run International. And here in Upstate New York, we have 11 different counties that we have sites in. And this season alone, for the spring 2023 season, we have roughly 25 sites. So this is in and around the 11 counties.
Okay, that's incredible. And so, you know, Andrea and I were talking about, it's not confused. It's kind of more it's a little complex because Girls on the Run breaks down into 2 different groupings.
Correct.
Based on ages.
Yes. So there's 2 different groups. There's Girls on the Run, which is for girls in grades 3 through 5, and then there's Heart and Soul, which is for girls grades 6 through 8. And the reason why is the breakdown is because, as we all know, when you get to elementary school and middle school, you're tackling different problems and different issues. The middle school focuses a lot on social media and more, you know, societal pressures that are happening around us. And then the younger girls just have more, you know, it's more guidance of the critical life skills that they're working with. So it's good to really break them up.
So, and you know, one thing I read here is that the grade school girls, it addresses social, emotional, physical, behavioral skills, self-esteem, and leadership development. I mean, that's a lot. That covers so many different areas. And I also read where it's the one program that is proven effective.
Yes, it's research-based, and it said, you know, from the research, what they've learned is that 97% of the girls felt that they've learned the critical life skills that it's teaching. So it's really proven. Girls on the Run International does a really good job of doing end-of-season research and surveys to make sure that they're getting the most current information of how the sites all around the U.S. are doing. So
we are so fortunate to have that here, really.
We are.
I'm so thrilled that we do. And I know Liz Dreyfus is a mutual friend, and also she brought it here. Is she responsible for starting this council?
Yes. So in 2011, Liz had a young daughter, and she was already familiar with the program and decided this would be great to bring to Skinny Atlas. So she brought it to Skinny Atlas. It started as one site, and then Emily Gannon, who is another parent, decided to join forces with her. And from there, it's amazing how much it's grown. I mean, starting with one site in Skinny Atlas for probably 10 to 15 girls is now, you know, we have over 475 girls this season alone, and growing. So COVID did set us back a little bit, and you know, you start thinking, is it going to be able to ever get to the level that it was before? And we're starting to exceed it, which is great. So our goal is to get in upwards of 750 girls.
I think you can do it.
Yeah,
you can do it. You know, and then 15 is the max in each.
So
program.
we do have some sites that have more.
Okay.
There's a ratio. So for 15 girls, you have to have 2 coaches. One coach has to be CPR certified, and the other coach just helps to assist. So if you go over 15, then you start having to add additional coaches. So we do have a few sites. I believe Trumansburg has in upwards of 60 girls. Skinny Atlas this season has in upwards of 45 girls. So we do have larger sites.
And so there's practices twice a week, and right now they're training for a 5K.
Yes.
So are both the younger girls and the older girls training for the 5K?
They are.
Okay, so they'll all come together and run in this. Well, there's different 5K races, right?
There are different.
It's kind of, we want you to go on the website because we're talking all over the place. I had to go to a practice to really get it, and we have more to show, but
so it's a 10-week program, and it meets 2 times a week for 90 minutes each time. And basically, it's a build-up, along with the programming, the curriculum. It's a build-up to letting the girls learn how to run and putting a goal in front of themselves, and then the culmination is the 5K. So the Girls on the Run and Heart and Soul Girls both run the 5K together. We do have several different ones, and that's mostly based on geography. So we have a couple of sites that are up in Potsdam and a few that are in Ithaca. So because of the distance, they do have their own 5Ks down there.
That's so great. How great. And the satisfaction of running a 5K for anyone, but especially when you're younger like that and doing it for the first time and doing it together and growing, and just really amazing. Let's see if we have some comments or questions or anything coming up here. Diane! Thank you so much. Diane from Make-A-Wish. Thank you so much. And Mary Nelson. Happy birthday! Today is Mary Nelson's birthday. I didn't text you yet, but I know that it is. Keep going, girl. I'm really thrilled about this program. I can't say enough about it, and it doesn't have anything to do with socioeconomic background or your financial need or whatever that is. The foundation has been honored to support, and that support goes towards the cost for each girl is $150, and if you can't afford it, then you have sponsors like us who will help pay for that for these girls.
Yep. Thankfully, we've had sponsors like the foundation to help us and support us. There are a few others that we have, and it really does help us because we don't turn any girl away. And there are some, we're geographically speaking, we are in rural areas, urban areas, here in the JD district. So it really depends on where they are in terms of their financial situation. So we have schools in the city. There are some sites that need full funding for all of their girls to be able to participate, and then there are others that don't. So we're open, and we have a process, and thanks to wonderful sponsors, we're blessed to be able to offer it to all the girls.
And the cost goes towards?
The cost goes towards the actual curriculum, the 5K, water bottles, a T-shirt, some other little gadgets, the workbook that's very important, and those types of things, and the actual putting together of the program.
So I went to Grant Middle School and visited the Heart and Soul Girls, which are 6th to 8th grade. Ashley Corsiniti and I went out and had the best time with these girls. So we have some video footage that will show. This one, well, let's just show the first clip here.
Yep, we can all be companions.
Okay, what's our last one? Our last one is a listener. A person that doesn't judge people for what they say and they listen and give advice.
A therapist.
Oh, therapist. Okay, and that works.
I was gonna say that.
A therapist friend.
A person that gives advice. A person who understands.
A mother.
What does a good listener do? Understands the assignment.
They're sitting down together and they're reflecting on the emotional part of their day or where they are, and there's a pinwheel there which is in their booklet, and it breaks it down into different emotions, and each girl picks one, what would represent your emotion today, or how was, what sums up your day. And we even participated. It was really cute how, they start with that.
Right.
And really sound out like what they're feeling.
And it's super relatable because if you think about it, we were all young ladies once, and we take those, take that and bring it into our current day life. Yeah. But all of those situations and topics that are on that pinwheel is something that we deal with.
Yeah.
I do believe that the pinwheels for the Girls on the Run are a little bit different because, again, as we mentioned earlier, there's just different things that they're dealing with at that time.
Yeah.
But it's a very interactive way for the girls to participate, to be around their peers that they may or may not be friendly with, or around each other in school, just to meet new people and really dive into some very interesting and great topics.
Well, and they can share about bullying, or when you meet twice a week and you have this group and you've got these 2 great coaches or however many you have in your group, you start to open up and trust and share. And I think it was just such a beautiful experience for me to witness that, and comforting too to know that these girls have this. Okay, so here's the second part of the practice.
Next up, we're gonna do our burpees. showing us that oh, she's even making it her own by going down. Do it one more time, but doing it a little slower. Up, yep. And a plank. Oh, she's adding a little push-up to that. Look at that. Okay. And then there you go. Okay, just try to do 5. Remember, if you can't jump it, it's okay. Walk it out.
I jump really fast. And
So yeah, the warm-up part is something a lot of us want to skip when we're working out. I know I do, but it's so
Especially the
important.
burpees.
Yeah, the burpees for a warm-up. Oh my goodness, that would be like the way into my workout and the end of it, I think. But these girls were such good sports, and they're understanding the whole process of training. You know, the warm-up, and then the meat and potatoes, and then the cool down. So yeah, they were really cute doing that warm up.
I'm glad you got to see that. We have 2 middle school programs. I think Heather might speak about that, but we have 2 middle school programs there, and the other one is the RISE organization. So it's great to have the older girls there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so cute, so good. So okay, now here they are starting the real practice of the run.
our goal is 3, but we know we're gonna do more. That's why we chose 3. It's pretty simple. I picked 3 because I was 3. I know I'm gonna surpass it because I don't want to, but you just did a whole mile. Do you know that? Whole mile? Yeah. How many do you think you're gonna do?
Laps? I'm going to go for 20.
Wait, what's a lap? This a lap?
1 lap around. Doesn't look easy. All right, so they this was about problem solving, and they had partners, and they picked how many laps they would do, and they encouraged each other. Someone to run more or less, and they compromised and came to an agreement. I got to give out popsicle sticks every lap they ran, and I even got one popsicle stick of my own with Ashley. We made it around one time. So much fun, and you saw the girls really encouraging and pushing each other, and it was beautiful. It really was. And 20 times around that, it's a big square, is a lot. And it needed mowing, so there were weeds, which made it even more difficult. But it was so cute. So, when is the race this year?
So we have the 5K. That will be on Sunday, June 4th. So it's coming up in just about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of planning going into that, and people are very excited. We have running buddies, so each of the girls are allowed to have one person that can run with them to sort of give them the more motivation and help them to complete the task. So
during the race, they'll have their running buddy.
During the race, they'll have a running buddy with them.
Amazing. Oh, I love it. What's not to love about this? I'm going to close out my visit with an interview with the coaches, and the coaches actually work at Grant Middle School as well. They're a teacher and administrator. They're wonderful with the girls, so patient, kind, loving. Their heart is, for these girls. You can just see it. But here's a little interview with the girls and the coaches. I love being here today with you guys, and one thing I'll tell you that I observed is after that run, everybody seemed so much calmer and focused. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but yeah, you did. You seemed it to me, and I know how great exercise is for you, mind, body, and soul. It is for me, and I can always tell a difference after I work out. So I'm really proud of you guys. So I just want to know what this program means to you. What does Heart and Soul mean to you? Would you like to answer first?
I think it means that it changed me for the future, how to be calmer and track. Yeah.
I think it means it helps your body, because Heart and Soul reminds you to start running, it's like track, but there's no competition. It's just helping you to get better.
I think it will help me in the future and get rid of a lot of stress that I have.
So good. What about you, Izzy?
I feel like this can prepare you for a lot in the future. We've already did a mountain goal. We won medals already. So that can be really big like for like colleges and stuff like that?
I think that this means to make your body more active and to prepare you for like if you're doing track or sports, and helps relax your body for other stuff.
I think this helps your body for the future. So when you're old, you can run more and be more active when you're old.
Thank you, guys. And I think we have, this is your second year in the program? Is that right? What grade are you? Are the rest of you in sixth, and you're in seventh grade? Okay, so who's going to do it again next year?
Me.
Yeah? Awesome. I love it. So I'm here with Heather, one of the coaches of Girls on the Run here at Grant Middle School, which is just a beautiful, big school here. Heather's been here, special ed teacher for 21 years. I know you're an invaluable resource here and mean so much to these kids. I watched it firsthand with the girls participating today in the program Heart and Soul. And this is your second year coaching them, and you love it?
I do love it. I'm very grateful for Haley Downs, who brought the program here to Grant Middle School. It's one of the 2 schools in the district middles that are doing this program, and I think it's an invaluable resource to our girls. It's a wonderful way to empower our girls, to get them moving, but also a way for them to build encouragement with each other and really uplift girls.
Yeah. I'm glad so you see a difference.
I do see a difference.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to have girls come back and join us. We do have 1 returning this year, but it starts with 6th grade, and it's a wonderful program.
You and Haley, the other coach, are just amazing with the girls. Your patience, your encouragement, just your whole approach with them is just beautiful. So I can tell it's coming from your heart.
Oh, thank you.
To serve these girls. I love it. I hope we just keep spreading this program around. Do you talk to other teachers in other schools about it? Do you get a lot of people asking you questions about it? I do think it's a secret.
We do. I feel like it's like this best kept secret that I wish we could spread out a little bit more. So I'm hoping that this will give some more notoriety to it, and people can start building it in their schools as well. I think it's a fantastic program to build in.
It is. So if a school wants to start it, how do they go about that?
The organization itself has a website that they can look into, and they need a head person to run the program. And Haley is our point person here, who is fantastic. I'm just like the assistant coach helping out. But hopefully that they can get in touch with Girls on the Run and look into setting up a program for themselves.
Oh, I'd love to see it at every school.
Yes.
So we have there's an elementary level program
Yes.
and a middle school program. How does that, let's see, 5 to 7, wait, no. What am I thinking? 3 to 5.
3 to 5, and then 6 to 8 is the Heart and Soul program.
Yeah. So I'd love to see the younger program too, and I hope to catch a glimpse of that.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
But thank you for having us.
Thank you
and
so
for
much.
your
We
time
appreciate
and your
it.
heart with these girls. They're so deserving.
Oh,
so
thank you.
All the best.
Thank you for spending some time with us today.
We loved
appreciate
it.
it.
We loved it. Yeah, it was so great. And
Volunteers are crucial to the program. They really are. We have a great board of directors that helps and is very interactive with the actual program. But the volunteers, I mean, they help to run the program. They're with the girls for the whole 10 weeks. They run the race with the girls. It's just really crucial to have a good set of volunteers. This year, it poses a little bit of a difficulty at times. So for anyone that's interested, I'd love for them to go to the website and look at more of what it takes to be a volunteer, to be a volunteer coach. You don't have to be at the school. We do have those that are just community volunteers that can register for that as well. So the time commitment, like I said, is the 10 weeks for 90 minutes, 2 times a week. There is training that Goder International does put the volunteers through. We typically do that on one day, and it's a few hours, and they're with other coaches, so they're able to meet the other coaches at different sites and go through the training. And once you go through the training, you're good to go to volunteer and be a coach, head coach or assistant coach, or
I love it.
just to volunteer at the 5K.
It's so great. So if you feel led to do that or just to give, please go to their website. It's all right there. You can, just be a part of this great organization in whatever way you can. It is doing tremendous work, and it's proven. And I'd love to grow it. I'd love to see every school in our area have this program. That would be so terrific. Okay, comments. We have people. Oh, Reggie! Okay, so Reggie's my Louisville, Kentucky viewer. He hasn't missed a show. Oh, Mary, you're beautiful. Mary's on
Thank you.
next month's show with Amazon. We're going to Amazon to film next year to talk about what they're doing next week. Barney, oh my gosh. We went to school together in Kentucky. What in the world? How'd you find my show? Hi, Jonathan. Oh, that's awesome. It's been a very long time. I hope all's well with you. Thank you guys for watching. So my guest is Andrea Autry. And if you don't know, she is the wife of the head coach, Andrea Autry, Syracuse men's basketball. We're family. We go back, well, at least 13 years when they came here. Jim and Adrian go back way before that. But, we're so excited to pass the torch to family. I just think about how this is such a transition for us, for you guys. But if it were someone from the outside coming in, it would be such a more difficult transition for all of us, you know. And I'm so grateful that it's you guys.
Thank you.
And that we are family.
Yes.
We have a strong history. Our kids have a strong history. There's Jim with
best
little
picture.
Nina.
Yes,
That was a
in
long
Montreal.
time ago in Canada. Now Nina is finishing her sophomore year. And growing so fast. Buddy and Trey, Sissy and Nina. That's at their birthday party at the Dome.
Yeah.
And
then
that's
recent.
This is the press conference where Adrian was announced. And
It's it's everyone's Christmas card.
Yeah. I'm missing our boys, but
Yes.
there's Sissy and Adrian. I call him LA, little Adrian. Adrian is definitely a family member, like a brother to them, and like my son. And, when we would take those family trips, everybody wanted to take a friend, and we're like, no, we're not all taking friends. We're taking Adrian.
Right.
Because Adrian would make everybody happy. He's one of those friends. There's Jim and Adrian. I mean, wow, it's surreal. It really is, but it's just awesome. And we're so grateful. And, we're with you guys all the way, just supporting you. You ready for this?
I have to be, right? I mean, I do feel like, I've learned from a really good person. It's hard to come behind, No. I say to Adrian, I go, Coach and Julie, like, not only is Coach a legend, but Julie's a legend too in her own right. Like, seriously.
Well, you're sweet.
And you never try to duplicate legends, but it's just great to be able to,
Well, you guys are going to do it.
From you.
You're going to do it your way. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be better than ours in many ways, And I'm really excited, and we're here. We're going to come alongside you. In any way that you need us, we're here. And I want all of you guys to support them. Love them, and come out and watch these guys play. We've got an exciting group, new players, old players. I can't wait. I think it's going to be amazing.
I think so. I'm excited.
Yeah, we
Very
love
excited.
you guys.
Yeah, we do. I think it's great that we always say family, and people say, I don't know, are they really family? But then you look at these photos from 13 years ago. And I remember in 2003, we were in France, and Adrian got a call late at, he had called Coach and left a message, and then Coach called him back, and it goes back to history. Yeah.
It's so beautiful and so perfect.
It is.
God perfectly placed you guys back here, and in our lives, basketball's second to me, when you think about relationship and when you build friendship and families, what you do is second to that. And that's how I feel about this. But at the same time, I'm glad, that we're all in this together, we really are. And even though Jim's not, the coach anymore, he's still, people forget, like Adrian, Jerry, Alan, they're like his sons too. They played for him. So he has a love that's so deep with any player, that he's had in his life. And, that's the same here. So, I mean, like, when you see Adrian on the sideline, you don't think about that love connection Jim has. That's
You've seen him grow
deep.
up. Yeah. You see
so deep. And nothing would ever break that. It's all love and support and, 100% support. So.
Yeah, we feel it.
So let's go.
Yay,
and let's go, Girls on the Run.
That's
Thank
right.
you for tuning in.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. See you in June at from Amazon. And you'll see her at the Dome. then one thing we always say to end the show together.
Okay.
We're so much better together.